The way that technology is changing research and medicine is that, first of all, that all data that are being generated increasingly are now being generated in digital forms. So you now have things that are being what they call born digital data. And with that, now you're having an increasing dependence upon technology systems for managing the data, for analyzing the data, for making sense out of the data, for publishing the data. And because of that, dependence, now you're seeing also the ability for collaborations, because as the data now are digital, you have the ability to share the data more broadly, and and it has the ability to support science teams much more effectively than it has in the past. All of the research questions that are being developed, what they call the driving biological problems, are all focused on being enabled by technology systems and by informatics systems. So it's becoming an integral part of the design of research projects as well as the execution of those projects. So I think the challenges facing the research community are, first of all, one of funding and sustainability. The funding pie is not getting any bigger, and researchers are looking to do more with less money and still be competitive. That being said, there are areas that are pulling against this. Big data challenges. Researchers want to work with larger data sets and more heterogeneous data sets, and this requires more resources. So on the one hand, they have less funds. On the other hand, in order to be competitive in research, they're needing to work with larger data sets and with larger information systems and to try to do more analytically. And those two things are providing a lot of tension. The third area that is a real challenge to them is there are new areas of science, new driving biological problems that are coming up, such as genome science that is very, very popular. There's a lot of potential for genomic data to enhance our understanding of diseases. But they're very resource intensive, computationally intensive in particular. And then there's some other areas such as population studies and patient-centered outcomes research that are equally data heavy. So I think these are the really big challenges: how you balance the funding realities with the needs for having kind of more intense research resources, particularly technology ones, available at your disposal. With particularly the research focus on big data, we have found that our workforce needs are changing. In the past, we have had a workforce that's been very rich in programmers, and that has worked for these one-off projects. Now we find that we're having scaled infrastructures that serve many, many populations of researchers, and not only that, but the needs are changing. We need informaticians, we need data scientists, we need people who can help them interpret and analyze their data, more so than we need programmers who can just code. So I think what researchers and technology teams need to do to work together most optimally is really be on the same team. I think the researchers need to understand that there need to be technology people on their teams. And the technology people need to understand that without researchers at the table as they're developing new informatics solutions or new IT solutions, that those solutions are not going to have any relevance to the research agenda.